I think that we can all agree that the pandemic has disrupted our regular, normal business operations. And like many of you, I've had to shift from in-person meetings and other events to virtual. And it makes sense, it's part of life now. And you know what? In a lot of applications, it works. It's not great, it's not as good as in person, but we're making it work, right? Well, in other applications, it's a little tougher. And so most recently, I've been working with the healthcare system, and we've migrated from in-person classroom training to virtual training. And we thought about everything that we need to do. So we have learners registered for the classes. They all have their computers with cameras and microphones. We emailed the presentation materials ahead of time. We made sure everyone has a place that they can go in distance from their co-participants. You know, we've done all the things that we know to do. And one tip that I shared with our instructors that I'm going to share with you is that presenting is not the same thing as teaching. And this is true in person whenever you're providing in-person class or field training, and it is so much more true over virtual training or virtual learning. And that's because it's so easy to disengage. You know, I think we're wired after 20 minutes, and definitely by 40 minutes, we're done. As adult learners, we've checked out. And when you're looking at a camera and no one else is there to hold you accountable, it's even easier to check out. So you have to make sure that you are truly teaching and connecting with your audience, and that you're not just presenting to them. You're not that Charlie Brown teacher, won't, just talking into the vague abyss and hoping that someone is listening to you and connecting with you. Teaching is just about that. It's about connecting with your learners at the level they're at. So by engaging with them through meaningful dialogue, putting them in real world scenarios, getting their feedback, you can adjust your style and the level at which you're teaching down to wherever they're at, or up to wherever they're at. You can make those modifications. You can't do that if you're just presenting. And you know what? Yeah, go ahead, put a PowerPoint behind you, a video, a teaching aid, whatever you need, but that's like the baseline. That's the minimum knowledge. And that's good, but if you're just presenting that to them, they can read that. You can just print the materials off and give it to them. Teaching is elevating that experience to where they can apply it in their day-to-day life, where they can make decisions in the work they do every day out in the field. So keep that in mind. If you're looking at doing virtual training, you've migrated from a classroom or field or in-person experience, remember, teaching is not the same as presenting, and it shouldn't be, because that would be boring. All right, so if you have any other tips about how to teach or learn virtually, you know I want to hear them. Other people want to hear it too. We're all going through it. We're all dealing with it, trying to make it work. So please leave those down in the comments below. Thanks, y'all.